Merhaba, hello.
Hi everyone, it's Irina.
I'm Jamie-Lee. We're Erasmus students here at Yeditepe University.
And it's Erasmus students in Istanbul series. And today is our first episode. We're gonna talk about our gem spots we found there so far. So, is it was hard for you to find some like interesting places there?
It wasn't that hard. The thing is, it depends. I mean, for locals, you probably knew the places already, and probably most people can Google places where to go to. I think it's actually pretty hard to find something that's not on some list. And also because, at least for myself, I haven't been here not even a month, so it was rather hard to already found all the hidden gems. But I think we did quite well. We researched in total 4 places for you, especially for foreigners coming here and for Erasmus students to explore.
Yeah, our place is gonna be like not really empty, but was not touristic, really entertaining and catchy.
So we start.
With
We start with Balat, which is probably something most of you've heard of already. It's a neighborhood within Istanbul on the European side, and it is in the old city of the European side, to be more precise. And historically, it was the center of a Jewish community. Did you know that? So, and the name Balat actually derived from the Greek word for palace, and also for the Latin word for the same thing. Balat first became home to large Jewish population in the late 15th century, and from then on it continued to grow. It is World Cultural Heritage since 1985, and the colorful houses you will see there are between 50 to even 200 years old. This is actually the main point why I chose this place. There are other places that have colorful, really pretty houses, I think, in Istanbul. But these places are, I feel like they're more touristic, and Balat has some hidden gems within the area because if you walk the main street, of course, you see many cafes, many shops, really beautiful houses. But if you walk away from it, you will see single houses painted really pretty and with pretty doors as well. So this is worth a shot to walk there and around and explore it on your own or with a friend, and afterwards go back to the main street and grab a coffee there or eat something. They have options for every diet you're on, basically, or for every lifestyle you choose. So that is really good.
actually like in my head, I saw a lot of pictures in the Pinterest from in Balad, so I guess it's really like top visiting and really entertaining place. I'm really a kind of person who loves nature, so the first scene I was looking for there it's parks, but in the city centers there's a lot of crowded places, parks also, especially on the weekends. Like, and for me it was really shocking that I found in Beşiktaş area Machka Park. It's pretty busy also during the weekend, but I was there on Saturday, I guess, and there was not so many people. And actually, it's not really historical place. It's pretty much only for walking and admiring the nature and the landscape. There's also a lot of trees, small river, playgrounds, spots for jogging and different sports. So if you like this kind of stuff, you probably can go there. But my point of interest was the car caps. There is a metro station, but it's nothing like usual metro because you go from one point to another point through the whole park on the funicular, and you can see the view of the whole park and partly of Beşiktaş from the top. It's so beautiful, and I think during the sunset time, it's really cool to be there.
Speaking of parks and sunsets as well, there's another park we have, which I found, which also is probably well known, but I think the life here in Istanbul is so busy, and especially as a foreigner from other European countries, most of us are not used to a city this big.
Totally, like
It's
crazy.
overwhelming, and you sometimes feel like you need to get to a place which isn't as crowded. Especially if you live in Kadıköy, you know what I mean. And therefore, I think the Moda Coastal Park and Pathway in Turkish it's called something, I'm so sorry for wrong pronunciation, Moda Sahil Parkı ve Yürüyüş Yolu. And I think it's very popular, and of course there's still many people, but it's a really beautiful area. You can just walk at the seaside, which is beautiful for the sunset, because if you get up a little bit higher you have a perfect view. You can also see the Princess Islands from there, so nice getaway from the city if you want to just sit down or go jogging as well. And yeah, it's I felt there the first time that I found a place which wasn't as crowded as all the others.
Actually, about crowded places, the one and the last place for our list, it's an art gallery, but previously it was a summer palace of Abdülmecid Effendi, and it was like a place where all the artists came here, and he's personally also did some artwork there. But right now it's nothing about like palace. It's the gallery, and you can visit this gallery free of charge. That's why probably there is a lot of people, but the works and art and paintings really worth it, because I'm a big fan of modern art, but not like sometimes modern art for me a bit confusing, you know, like the white screen and black dot on it, or something like futuristic or minimalistic. But at this place the works are really intriguing, really interesting. So probably if you a big fan of Greek mythology, of nature, and of crowded places, you can visit this gallery for sure. So I guess that's like the main places that probably tourists can visit, but they're not so touristic, you know.
Yeah, I think we've gathered 4 nice places for you, for all Erasmus students, Yeditepe students, or every other foreigner coming to Istanbul trying to get away from the most touristic places.